This is Walker from A Family Farm in another video. Today we're explaining our property.
So, coming from the road, we just bought this property about a year ago, so we're still working on it. We have about 4 acres here. Our house is a 114-year-old farmhouse. Some of the trees here on the property are over 100 years old. We've been lucky to get some high winds around here. There's a lot of wind turbines, and luckily we have not had any major tree limbs fall down. But as you come down your driveway, we've got a place over here. Even though Walker doesn't really plan to place that, we do enjoy using it for Nerf wars. We play a lot of Nerf wars out here. Our youth group comes out and friends come out and we play youth war. We did put a pole barn up just after we bought the property. So we store our lawnmower and stuff like that in there. We're hoping this year to get a John Deere compact tractor, but anybody who has a mini farm knows it takes time to build everything up. We've kind of built stuff up pretty fast as far as our livestock. And then we come back here and there's our goat pen. It's roughly 50 by 50 goat pen. All the posts are cemented in the ground about 3 feet. And then we've got our chicken house, and right behind it we have the hog pen. We've got electricity out here to everything. We tried to keep everything tight together so when we got to come out and do our chores we can feed and water everybody without walking all over the property. We do have a Polaris Ranger that does make it a lot easier when we've got to feed and water everybody at one time, or we got to do something else, we got to do cleaning or something. We've got garden hoses running across the ground now, but this summer we hope to try and put the water line down and get us a water hydrant out here. So that's pretty much about it. We are working on building a little bit of a track over there on that side of the property for the Ranger to run around in. Walker does like racing the Ranger around. I keep telling him that I use it for work, so he's got to try and keep it out of the cornfields. But he likes to take it out of the cornfields and then bring it in the garage and let the mud just drip everywhere. So that's A Family Farm. Let's walk over here to the garage and I'll show you the water tank that I made for the hogs. I'm pretty excited about this because I think the biggest problem I had this winter, it was my first winter having hogs, and the biggest problem I had was 4 hogs would drink about 20 gallons of water a day, so I was constantly taking water out there, and when the garden hose was frozen I'd have to take 5-gallon buckets of water out of there. And not only that, I couldn't keep the water clean and I couldn't keep the tank heater in there. So I had a couple of these 55-gallon barrels, food safe barrels, on my property, and I had watched a video and a guy had actually just taken and cut a hole in the top of it. And then I went to Rural King and bought a hog nipple for $11. So I bought these barrels a while back when I showed you I did the video on the hogs, or on the goats, where I had made some barrels for them to climb on. I bought 6 of them for $100. So I still had 3 left over, so I've got about $15 in this barrel and $11 in the hog nippler. I'm going to strap this in the corner of the hog pen. It'll hold 55 gallons of water, so I don't have to water them every single day. Their water will stay clean because they cannot jump in it, and it'll also keep, I can throw the tank heater in the top and they cannot get to it.
Okay.
So this is Ronnie and Walker from A Family Farms.
See you next video.